Hey everyone, welcome to the first part of the series where we are building a custom FPS controller in Unity using a Kinematic Character Controller. So no rigid body physics here. It's going to be smoother, faster and fully customizable. So in this video, we'll just cover the movement part for now, like forward, backward, maybe strafing, all using our code. So let's jump into it. Let's set up the project. So we'll create a new project. Ready. Let's name it custom ACC. Right.
So first we'll be creating an input action asset. You should right click create input actions. So this will be used as an input system for our WSD keys. Basically we're gonna use this for our movement, and also there will be a link to the description. So you have to download a KCC package, Kinematic Character Controller package. It's available in the Unity store for free. You just have to import it in your project. After this, let's just save it. And don't forget to generate a script for this input action asset. So we'll create a player game object. So this game object will hold everything. Let me just change its transform. Yeah. Okay. And I'll create a child game object named character. This is where collider and movement logic will live. Create another child object. Let's name it root. This is where the character model will be placed. For now, I'll put a capsule. I'll remove the capsule collider because we'll get it from kinetic character motor component. So this component has a capsule collider and also has a bunch of settings to resolve collisions and also movement logic. Here I've created a scripts folder containing these two mono behavior scripts named for the game objects. Let's attach it to the game objects. So let's open character script. This script will control grounded movement. Add the eye character controller interface. This comes with KCC. So basically if we control left click, this has a bunch of settings. So these methods are used for defining a character's physics. Now let's implement those in our script. Let's connect our kinetic motor to the script also. Then also I create a initialize method so that we can call it from the start on the player. Already did that, and also created a reference to the character script. So this struct here is for holding the inputs for movement direction, and in the future for jump and like rotation, camera rotation and stuff. So we'll pass this from the main player script every frame using a struct here because it's lightweight. It gets copied per frame and thrown away. Perfect for temporary input. Then I'll create a variable for walk speed by which we're gonna be walking. Also let's create another vector3 variable named request movement. So what we're gonna do is create a public method named update input. This is where we take that 2D input from WSD and convert it into world space 3D direction. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the requested movement and we're gonna give our inputs and make it normalize. So normalize as in the sense that when moving diagonally you'll have both the inputs, so you will get double the speed in a diagonal direction. And in the update velocity first let's remove all the exceptions from these methods. So this. For the bool, we'll just set it to true from lambda expression because we want the collider to be active. So everything else just remove. The update velocity, we are going to use the current velocity vector 3. So let's set the current velocity to our requested movement and the walk speed, and we are done. So but before that, let's go into the player script because this is where we're gonna put our input to the movement. So this is the main controller that ties everything together. We are using Unity's input system, so we make sure that we have set up the bindings for move. So now let's create a private player input actions reference. Let's enable it. At every start it will be enabled. Let's create an input variable. This will be input actions dot gameplay that we made. Let's create a variable character input. So this will be the new character input where we'll be assigning our move input. So every frame we will pass the player movement to the character using update input. So basically we are done, and this is done. This will be, let's save it and into the Unity. For starting, I have attached kinetic motor to the character script. Attach it in your case, and also the character script to the player script. So basically we are done, and let's see if we are able to move using WASD. Press start, and so we are able to move using WASD, and it looks pretty good. We can tweak with the values we have. So I can change the walk speed to, let's say, 30. Let's see. Oh, it's fast now. Yeah, maybe 25 is good. Yeah, 25 seems alright. Well, you can see that the speed is actually not that it's not smooth. It's working, but it doesn't look smooth. You can just see that if I press W, it just launches crazy. So I think we should change that. Let's create a variable. Let's call it walk response and set it to 25. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lurk the current velocity. So how we're gonna do that is, let's say the target speed that we want is our walk speed. So I'm gonna create a variable target velocity. is set the current velocity. I'm gonna lerp it. So basically what lerp is, it's a method by which what we can do is smooth or dampen values. And this should do it. Let's save it and go to Unity. So let's hit play. Let's hope this works. And there we go. We can move in all directions like before, and it's buttery smooth, and there is no rigid body nonsense involved, you see. So this is Kinematic Character Controller in the flesh, and in the next part we'll be adding mouse inputs for the camera. Also I'll show you how to set up the camera structure, and if this helped you out, drop a like, maybe subscribe, and comment if you want the full source code or have questions. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in part 2.